I'm just glued to that phone. Like, you can't do nothing without it.
Don't start none. Won't be none.
All right. Ready?
We ain't using that prop.
Yeah, I'm going to grab for it, actually.
What, a bottle of wine? Mm-hmm. It's empty.
I know. That's fine.
Oh.
Anything else you want to mention?
Why the camera so far away? Like,
all right. Ready?
Sure.
Okay. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a very special. You drinking already?
I thought you were about to say my name. You said Avery. Oh, I was like, oh, she about to say my name.
A very, very, very special edition of Creating Impact. This is after hours, y'all. So
late night.
Late night. So anything goes. I am here with my best friend. I think of like 11 years now. 11.
Ooh.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
A long time.
Long time. My best friend, Avery Roper. Thank you, man, for coming to the show. Late night.
Late night.
Late night. We got our drinks.
You know, bedtime for me is what, 9:30? Then the latest.
I feel like when you hit a certain age, you just like, all right, 9:30.
Yeah. It's not even a time. You just, well, you know, Avery? I just fall asleep.
Look, and you know what? Do you have that friend that they could be sitting down anywhere doing anything and be knocked out immediately? That's this dude. All day.
Ooh.
I'm gonna drink to that.
I'm gonna take a shot to that.
Already? We're just getting started. Go ahead, take it. Go ahead, take it. Go ahead, take it. All right. All right. So while you're taking his shot, tonight, very special evening, we are talking about, as y'all can tell from the title, strong?
Put some hair on your chest.
All right. We are talking about managing relationship expectations. For me, specifically toward dating, we're gonna get into that whole spiel, but managing expectations in relationships, period. And I'm not even gonna lie, I gotta give you your props. Because, you know, Avery is my go-to guy. Whenever I have issues in my relationships or trying to be dating relationships, this is the person that I go to. Even family, friends, stuff like that. We trying to manage our expectations after 12 years.
Listen.
Don't. Avery, we're not even 5 minutes in.
Oh, this is just.
For the next.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Now here is my experience, and then I'm gonna let you say your experience, okay?
All right. Well, let's hear it.
With dating relationships in the midst of COVID, in the midst of a pandemic, I have certain expectations, right? And I know we shouldn't go in with certain expectations, and I get that, and I'm learning that. But even when I talk to my girlfriends, they're like, "What do you mean by expectations?" And I'm like, communication. My expectation in a dating relationship, friendship, family ship, is certain levels of communication or having a certain level of respect while communicating, a certain level of trust, a certain level of what?
I'm listening.
Oh. I'm like, is that too much? So for me, I've had to learn, like, obviously, not everybody is like my family or my friends. Like, respect is not always going to be where you want it to be. The trust isn't always going to be where you want it to be. And the communication, ladies, dating and communication in 2021, let alone 2020, is a mess. And I'm just like, I'm about to be 30 in about a couple weeks, and I'm like, okay, why is this a problem for grown people? But I digress. Avery, I want you to answer open and honestly. This is after hours. Now, I don't want you to necessarily cuss because the algorithm is going to do something funny. But I need you to explain, what's your end of it as a man? What's your end of it when it comes to managing expectations?
All right. Well,
in relationships in general.
So, before I get into that, I want to touch on something that you said.
Oh, Lord.
When it comes to communication. Mm-hmm. I'm going to let you do your whole spiel, but don't nobody talk that much. I'm trying not to, cuss, because it was there.
I know, it's coming.
But don't nobody talk that much.
I'm not saying, a lot. I'm just saying,
No, the way I got the vibe that you want,
ample conversation.
Yeah, you like to talk. You like to talk too much.
You think so?
Yes, because sometimes, we'll get into it.
Okay.
As far as, expectations, during 2020, COVID Central, and even before that, I don't have any expectations. Keep it clean. I don't expect nothing from you because in return, I don't want you to expect anything from me. And the only reason I say that is because I don't know. I would hate to blame it on me being a Gemini, but like I'm really indecisive. I can, go back and forth, and sometimes when I'm in it, but then I'm not. So I mean, that's expectations with family, friends. I don't do relationships, but I do commitments, and I believe in having lovers.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not a polygamist or anything like that, but I do believe in love. Just whatever.
That's so nice.
But however, I say that to say that, I mean, even when it comes to talking, I don't need to talk to nobody. Tell me what I need to know. I'll tell you what you need to know, and we're going to leave it like that.
Right. By the way, you guys might hear Avery's dog, Dallas. He might make a little debut in the show because he has been whining.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since we started. But no, I feel like, okay, so I totally get the idea of, all right, when it comes to communication and dating relationships, I'm just saying, if somebody's interested, you can tell by the level of how they communicate to you and what they say.
But that may be true to a certain extent, but sometimes like people necessarily don't always have words, so they can show you better than they can tell you. So if I'm not always with or around whomever, I don't necessarily text all the time. Because I'm a busy man, I work.
Right.
And I would hope the other person is just as busy. Whether it's my auntie, you. Like, I don't want you texting me every 2 seconds.
No, amen.
I mean, I don't know.
So like some people, which I know y'all probably experience, there are some people who want to just text, and there are some people who want to just call or whatever. And
Shoot me a quick text.
Personally, I just cannot stand people that are like, oh, don't. I'm not a huge phone person. It's like, are you kidding me? I'm not about to get to try to know you during text, a whole bunch of text.
No. Then that's when you have that authentic interaction. Like, we're sitting right here face to face. You're having that authentic communication. And I would actually prefer that versus like chewing down the phone.
But Avery, we're in COVID. Nobody is meeting up like that.
Okay, we got Zoom, we got Teams.
That's true. So
I mean, Instagram.
Getting creative with it. Okay.
Getting creative. And you know what? Instagram also got where you can watch movies. Get on there and watch the movie. And talk through the movie.
Right.
See? Boom.
That's a nice little feature. I do appreciate that. But to some extent, and be honest, to some extent, don't you feel like we subconsciously have expectations? Even if they're expectations that are inside of the relationship that y'all have agreed to, don't we subconsciously have expectations of one another?
Yes. However.
It's always a however. There's no however. You know it.
Yes. However, we have to control our urges and our senses to push those type of expectations onto someone else. And then expect them to follow through with simple demands that we have. And then if they don't do it, you're disappointed.
Ooh.
So whose fault is it? Is it your fault for being disappointed because they didn't follow through with the expectations? Or is it their fault because they didn't adhere to the expectations that you set out for them? And then are those silent expectations? So do they even know those expectations exist? Because we do that as humans too. We put stuff on people that we think is common or common knowledge or common sense that, oh, well, they should just want to do that, or they should just want to be this way or communicate in this format due to the certain circumstances that we're all living in. But I don't think it's that necessary for someone to get bent out of shape if someone doesn't follow that quote unquote yellow brick road.
But if you've had a discussion about it, like, hey, if we are communicating with each other, or if we're living together and whatever, you're gonna set certain expectations. So I think like when it's agreed upon, it makes more sense. But I think going into a dating situation, it's not a good look. It's just not.
I mean,
healthy.
I think even if you're in a healthy relationship, expectations are really.
But they happen subconsciously. Just think like.
I mean, yes, subconsciously. So like, if you do something every single day.
Not necessarily every single day, but see, I'm not saying expectation.
In certain increments or however, even if like I'm used to saying like a phone call or a text message or whatever.
I'm not saying doing the expectation perfectly, but that we subconsciously put them there. Like if my expectation is, I want you to take out the trash. Please be the one to take out the trash. That's an expectation. Doesn't matter at which level you perform it. It's an expectation. So it's there because you've agreed upon it, and that's just my point. Like we do that, even if it's subconscious or consciously, we do that.
Okay, so if that expectation is not being met,
and that's when you have a talk. You can have a dialogue about it.
Okay, but then, all right, let's back up. So you have a conversation about different things that you would like to happen. So that's an expectation. That expectation is not being met. So you have another conversation about it?
Well, for me personally, I try to give opportunities. I might give one talk, two talk. That third time, I might be ducking out. Just because then that tells me that you're not making an effort. Again, it's not about performance for me. It's just about is it happening in general? Because you can always develop and get better at something, but is it happening in general? And that's what friends, family, or whatever. So for me, I know that if I'm dating, my expectations has got to be way lower. Because everyone's not going to be like me. Everybody's not going to be like my friends. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all, my friends, right, like, I got next level friends. So every time I walk into a situation, I'm always thinking like, oh, this person's gonna be like my friend. This person's gonna be like someone that I know who's on their stuff. And then you walk into a situation and it's not that. It's not that. And you're like, wait, so you're 35 years old and you don't know how to carry a conversation.
Now that's different. Like if someone can't formulate thoughts or just keep up a conversation in general, I mean, that's tough. But then I have to look at your background. See, when people know who you are, then like they move and groove a little differently. Like, so I know you're a communicator. I know, you like journalism, you like to talk.
Don't even do that. Don't even put it, don't do that. Don't sit on that like that.
I mean, am I wrong?
I do like to talk when it's warranted. I usually like to be a hermit.
I don't know.
That's first preference.
Hold on, wait, what?
A hermit, like being in the house. Like I would just prefer that over anything else.
And what? And not talk?
Yeah, just be sitting around. If I'm not calling you,
we
that's in general.
No.
Avery, I don't like to be on the phone back to back to back to back to back.
Not back to back to back to back to back, but I never know I just want to sit in the house. I just want to sit in the house and be.
Avery, what have I been doing this whole time since we've been remote?
Not sitting at home.
I sit at the house.
Vanessa, what you doing? At the coffee shop? Vanessa, what you doing? At Target? Vanessa, what you doing? I don't know. I think I might go to this boutique.
That's
Vanessa,
little stuff. That's me. But that's me being in salt. That's me by myself though. Still.
It don't matter. You out and about.
Whatever.
Listen, I'm
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I like to be by myself, to myself. I don't like to be on my phone all day. That is not my thing. I don't like to be on my phone all day.
You live in coffee shops.
Okay, that's still by myself, not doing anything.
Okay.